Okay, here we are with the King of the Casuals, third podcast of the day. This is for the co-main and main event predictions. And when we last left off, I believe we were talking about Robert Whitaker, Enriquez Duplessis, and
Ruckus.
whatever.
Ruckus. We've decided we're just going to call him Ruckus.
I'm going to call him the guy with two left feet, Frankenstein from South Africa. South Africa.
Wow. Well, so James, or aka King Casual, and Nate both chose Whitaker. I chose Ruckus, aka Duplessis. And that's where we left off.
That's right. So Nate, where are we now? We got the co-main and main. What do we
real
do?
quick. Have you guys ever had this stuff? This stuff's really good. We're not sponsored by them, but Neurosonic by Neuro Brands. It is delicious, and I'll tell you what, I am keyed up right now. So, hey, Neurosonic, Neuro Brands, hit us up. This stuff's great.
So, does it help you focus?
Yeah. So it's got caffeine from green tea. It's got a bunch of different vitamins in it. It increases and sustains energy, improves attention, reduces fatigue. It is vegan and gluten-free, lactose-free. Only 35 calories in total with 9 grams of sugars. So it's,
really great chance you're not going to shit yourself.
Yeah. Pomegranate, blueberry. It's pretty damn good. This one's the super fruit infusion.
I'm going to go get one after this.
Yeah. So Neurosonic, Neuro Brands. That was a free plug for you guys. Hit us up. Let me know.
Neurosonic. All right. Here we are, the UFC 290 co-main and main event. Nate?
So we got Brandon Moreno versus Alex Pantoja.
Ooh, this is a good fight.
It's a really good fight. A couple of 125ers, and both really good. Now, they've fought twice before.
Yes.
Correct.
And I believe Pantoja has won both times.
Yeah.
I'll double check.
I think he has.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, you can't base anything on a face-off. That's silly. However, you guys talked about the confidence of
Ruckus,
of Frankenstein from South Africa, and I feel like Pantoja is that kind of like he's. Why wouldn't he be? He's already beaten this guy twice, and he's mean, man.
Yeah, I mean they've had very similar amount of fights. Again, they fought each other. However, both of those fights were at a different point in time where Moreno has evolved.
Yeah,
he is absolutely evolved. But honestly, the reason this is my favorite fight of the night.
Wow.
That's like a chin hair away from the main event. But I don't know who wins, and I'm gonna have to just base it off of who I want to see win, and that's Moreno, just because I like him so much. I think Moreno's a good champ. I think he's a good champ for the UFC. I think he's a good ambassador for the UFC and for MMA. It shows that, they're not all just mindless brutes and mean people. Like, Moreno's the nicest person on the planet. And he's just a savage inside the octagon. So I want Moreno to win this. I hope he submits him within the 5 rounds, but I have no idea what's going to happen, to be honest.
I think Sean Strickland and Moreno should do a podcast.
Oh, my God. That'd be so strange.
It'd be
That's why. All right. Well, I watched Pantoja's last couple of fights, and I've Moreno. He seems to have been the main or co-main for like his last 4 or 5 fights, which were all against the same guy.
Not all.
It's so crazy.
Well,
I remember DC talking about this too when he had to fight Stipe for like 2 years straight. Like he just fought Figueiredo for like 2 straight years. So it's probably not to train for somebody else.
He did fight Kai Kara-France, right? Who did Kai Kara-France fight? Somebody in that division. Maybe Kai Kara-France fought.
That might be one.
Didn't he just get beat?
He did, but who did he fight?
Yeah, he beat Kai Kara-France.
So I thought, see? I've got like an encyclopedia of MMA in my head. It just comes out.
No, I'm saying Kai Kara-France just fought recently and lost, didn't he?
To Moreno.
Man, Moreno fought Figueiredo 4 times in 3 years. That's so crazy.
Am I right, though?
When was the Moreno Kara-France fight?
When was it? It was
Yeah.
July 30th, 2022.
Yeah, so it was last year. It wasn't
Wasn't that long?
Kai Kara France just fought like in the past month.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
for
you're
him.
right.
Yeah, he lost to Moreno, and then he lost to Albazi.
That's right. Okay, that's right. Did he lose to Albazi though? I thought that was close.
It was a split decision.
Yeah. So
Again, on paper, he lost.
Yep.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take Pantoja by a finish in the second round.
Taking the underdog. This is, I mean, it's minus 190 at plus 160
Yeah.
for Moreno, so it's super close. I mean, it's may as well be a pick 'em.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Moreno. I hope Moreno wins and he can get this off his back since he's lost this guy before and continue doing what he does in the division.
Yeah, I like Moreno a lot. All right, so we got two Morenos in King Thick and Casual. And King Casual is going for Pantoja.
Nice. All right.
All
So
right.
main event, Alexander Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez.
This is one of those fights that gives me like butterflies. You know what I mean? My heart will be when they come out. My heart will be thumping.
I'm so excited.
Just because the level of, the level at which both dudes fight, and just how good both of them are.
Yeah.
You know, like Rodriguez, when I saw his first fight years ago, I thought, man, this guy's got striking like I've never seen. But he had a couple of things to learn, a couple of stumbles, like Frankie Edgar just destroyed him. And you know, then Rodriguez seemed to do a lot of work on the ground and some other things. And the last couple of times I've seen him fight, oh my God. But how do you beat Alexander Volkanovski? And I ask that rhetorically because I think Yair Rodriguez might be a harder fight for Volkanovski than Islam because of his unpredictability. And well, Islam, you know what you're going to get. Going to get good striking, and then he's gonna, if he gets you to the ground, he's gonna perform some, you know, semi-sexual act on you. And
well, look, even Volk has said that Yair is potentially the most dangerous fighter he's faced.
I mean,
right?
come on.
That's what he just said.
He knocked out the Korean Zombie with 1 second left on the clock with an elbow out of
He
nowhere.
knocked out Brian Ortega.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, he broke Brian Ortega's arm.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah. Who's a jiu-jitsu
Yeah, he broke T-City Master. He's a Gracie black belt who trains directly with which one's here? Huron and a couple others.
And this guy, what we know him for his Taekwondo, has got really good jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I mean, he's fought the cream of the crop. I mean, he lost to Max Holloway by unanimous decision. You know, he's beat Jeremy Stevens. He's knocked out the Korean Zombie, doctor stoppage against Frankie Edgar. He beat BJ Penn, Alex Caceres, Andre Feely, Dan Hooker, Leonard Morales. I mean, keep going. He's fought.
Who was his last fight again?
Josh Emmett for the.
That's right. And
for the interim.
And Josh Emmett's no joke.
No. Yeah, no joke at all. So I mean, this is a straight up challenge for Volk, but look, Volk is different, man, especially at this weight. He's just different. People hit him and they don't realize what they're punching until after they do it. I mean, he's the densest fighter.
He's kind of like Yoel Romero at 145.
Well, think about it. This guy's literally fought at heavyweight. I mean, he played rugby at what, like 230?
Yeah. I saw one of his rugby games.
Yeah.
That was fast.
I mean, it's crazy. But
he's a supreme athlete.
Yes. I think this is a great fight, and I don't know if I think this could potentially go the distance, and it could be whoever can stop the other from taking the other down and really just play their game in this. Because if Yair's on the ground on top, Volk's in trouble. I mean, T-City is a jiu-jitsu master. Yair broke his arm.
Yeah, but Yair is really good from the bottom, too.
Sure, but I'm sorry, but I don't care who you are. I'm not going to be as worried about you being on your back as I would of me being on my back in the UFC.
Well, I've never seen Volkanovski lose, ever. And that includes Islam Makhachev. He beat him. So, what's it say on paper?
Yep.
They gave it to the guy who drools a lot, but I still think that he does drool.
All right, whatever.
And and he's not funny. Tries to be funny, he's not.
You just don't get a sense of humor, Jamie. You don't get it.
Yeah, because there isn't one. There's nothing to get.
Not for you. Go to Dagestan. I bet you he's a regular Jim Carrey.
I bet.
Actually, Khabib can be funny-ish.
No, he can't.
There's let's be honest.
He's only funny when DC is with him. That's
the only Volkanovski won that fight, fair and square, 3-2. And I mean, he finished the fight.
Whatever.
Smashing his fucking head into the ground.
It's on paper.
I know. All right, so this is a really hard one to predict. I just have to use what I know.
Your casual spidey senses.
Yeah. Well, I'm torn there. I wonder if Yair Rodriguez cracks under the pressure of those lights tonight. I'm not suggesting this, like that he's gonna, but there's a chance because Volkanovski doesn't crack. Volkanovski was being choked out by Brian Ortega and somehow got out of it and then won.
Those two submissions that he got out of were insane.
Yeah. So he doesn't know how to lose. Like there's, you know what I'm saying? Like he's like refuses to lose. I've seen Yair Rodriguez in the past sometimes look like, but I've also seen him look like an absolute, Matrix style fighter.
Yeah, but there's the difference right there, right? I mean, Volk is on every time he's in the cage. Yep. You never know who you're getting with Yair.
You're right. So I'm going to go with Volkanovski because, I think it's likely. Yeah. But I bet you, I'm going to say this, it's going to be a very good fight. It's not going to be over in a round.
It's going to be a tactical battle for 5 rounds, I think. I think it goes to decision.
Yeah, so do I. I think it's a 5-round fight, and I think Volk just grinds out 5 rounds and gets the decision.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a unanimous decision to Volk in this one, but it's going to be literally a knockdown drag.
Unanimous, though, by like 48-47.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close. Maybe,
Yair
it's going to be tight.
About 2 rounds and freaking Volk.
I think Yair hurts him at one point of this fight, and then not hurts him terribly, but stings him, stuns him a little bit, and then
unless he catches him clean, which Volk never really lets people do. I don't think he can. I don't think he has the power to be able to actually hurt him. Now, if he does, the Nate Diaz, pepper until you're seeing fucking stars, that could potentially happen. However, I don't think that with the speed and the movement of Volk and the fact that footwork. I think he's at another level. I really do. On just about every different space that he needs to be for this fight.
I agree with you. However, if anybody is going to beat him in that division, this is the guy.
Really?
I think so.
There's definite wild card factor with him. Like he could do something freaking crazy at the bell and knock him out, whether it's or whatever.
Really, what's Yair got to lose in this? He's not going to lose. He's not going to lose his UFC contract.
No.
Right? He could go out there and literally do whatever the fuck he wanted to in the octagon as long as he makes it exciting and makes it a fight.
Yeah.
And it's only going to build his status.
By being in there, you're right.
He really has nothing to lose in this fight. So that does make him dangerous. I'll give you guys that.
Yeah. So,
man, it's such an interesting one.
So we've got Volkanovski × 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
With the caveat on my end that not that I'm hedging, I'm just saying.
There's a wild card factor. It's MMA. Yeah. Anytime something crazy could happen, getting freaking wheel.
So take that regular rule, which we apply sort of like as a well-known fact that anybody can win a fight with something. I think Rodriguez, you have to make it a little like 25% more likely that could happen, but against Volkanovski, it probably won't.
I don't know about 25%.
I'm pulling these, come on, man, whatever. What I do is just,
hey, you speak and write beautifully, but man, I am not having you do my taxes. Yeah, cause I'm the king of the casuals, the casual king. I'm the king of the casuals, the casual king.